Joining me now is Candace Owens, host of the Candace Owens Show on the Daily Wire and author of Blackout. Candace, how many other people are involved in this conspiracy they're referring to?
I mean, this is getting pointedly ridiculous, and their obsession with Trump is never ending. He actually gets more coverage than the current president, which should be problematic. But I will say this, what the left does with this obsession with race, it's actually really important because people go, how do you just bring up race when the person is telling you it wasn't racially motivated? They're telling you he had a sex addiction. He's admitting he had a sex addiction. Everyone around him is saying he had a sex addiction. Why are they making it about race? The left has gotten really good at is making a distraction for all the various other ills that we should be actually addressing in this country, right? So they keep using race because they don't want you to look the other way. Now, this is actually a horrific tragedy, something that we should be talking about on a more intellectual level. This could be a story about sex trafficking. This could be a story about pornography and how it impacts people. This could be a story about sex addiction and how we are propagating that right now in America. But the left wants to ignore all of those various symptoms because they go, you know what? They actually want those things to thrive. They want to ignore the things that we can fix, that we should be actively talking about to make American society better, because they don't want American society to get better. They're obsessed with race because they don't actually want to fix anything else in this society. And they think that they can just keep distracting us with these bogus claims.
Well, Candace, what's amazing is the media, they were just embarrassed, humiliated over the Georgia Secretary of State call by Donald Trump. And you would think they might take a moment to kind of say, that was pretty bad. Maybe we should be a little more careful, take a little time, do a little reporting. But no, because they can't let a moment pass without trying to remind people that, you know, this guy, Donald Trump, was X, Y, or Z, whatever insult you want to throw at him.
And I think, you know what, I think at the end of the day, they're not very confident. So what I sense in them is actually tremendous insecurity. They don't feel confident. You know, for people that won the election, Laura, they sure are acting like losers, right? They want to force censorship. They want to keep talking about race. They want to keep talking about how bad Trump was. They want to make sure Trump can never run again in the future. And I sense that. I sense their insecurity. And that's why they're still trying to constantly move on. They don't want to remain focused, and they keep wanting to create new targets. The left is not confident in this country. They know that half of the country does not stand with them and realizes how harmful and toxic everything that they're after right now with their various ideologies is to this country altogether.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of Americans are awake to that.
Well, this has all produced a really troubling endgame. Listen to New York Mayor de Blasio.
If someone has done something wrong, but not rising to a criminal level, it's perfectly appropriate for an NYPD officer to talk to them to say that was not appropriate, and if you did that on a higher level, that would be a crime. And I think that has a educating impact on people. I think it has a sobering impact that we need.
This is a police state. I mean, now the police are able to walk around and giving everyone manners education. I don't even understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's talking about either. You know, this is what they've been after. And we kind of saw this with COVID-19 treading in this direction. We've been talking a lot on this show and various other shows saying, look, what the left is after is a police state. They want full and complete control over everything that they do. They want to raise your kids through their various institutions. They don't want people thinking critically. And I think that really speaks to that. And as I said, I remain confident. You know, I think a lot of people right now in America are feeling apprehensive. What do we do? It seems like things are getting really crazy. Well, I have a feeling that it's because more and more people are awake to exactly what the Democrats are after.
Candace, very quickly, rapper Cardi B, your bestie, has scrubbed her Twitter account of false and vulgar tweets about you and your family after you threatened to sue her. Your response to her scrub-a-dub-dub?
I would say that it was not an idle threat. We are suing Cardi B. You'll be able to watch this play out in the courtroom. It is unacceptable that any person would use doctored tweets to try to libel and slander my family members, my private family members, and think that I'm going to take that sitting down. So as I said earlier, you know, by the time I'm through with her, I think I will be an investor in WAP, Laura.
All right. Now, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Candace, we'll see how tough she really is. Thank you so much.